Hi guys, as promised in a previous video, I said I would do a compilation about the event that everyone has been talking about, and in preparing for this video I realized it is just too much editing to do. I've got about 6 or 7 different perspectives on the event that I have covered in my QHHT sessions that came through from different clients that more or less give a broad spectrum as to what it entails. I've had a lot more perspectives from other people as well, but I feel that these that I've highlighted or selected would more or less cover what it is all about, or at least the range of what the event will actually cover. Just to give a bit of background before I go into that, I'd just like to share what more or less the event is. So what happened is during hypnosis sessions or QHHT sessions, many practitioners have found that their clients would talk about the same thing, and it happened not only at 1 or 2 practitioners, but it happened worldwide. All these practitioners found that their clients were talking about this event that would happen in the future, that would change life as we know it. It's a global phenomenon that would absolutely reach everywhere around the world, and we have been, as practitioners, inundated with people that are interested about the event coming for sessions, particularly just to find out more about the event. Some people, without even having knowledge of the event, would actually, during their hypnosis sessions, when we're contacting their higher selves or their subconscious mind, would actually start talking about the event. So just to quickly give a brief synopsis as to what a lot of people have found, and there's a lot of videos on YouTube, there's a lot of content out there if you want to go look for it, but basically it boils down to a major energy that is going to reach Earth. And this energy is essentially going to change us as human beings. It's going to make us aware of who we really are, what we are really doing. It's going to change the world in a way. A lot of people are going to see it. A lot of people are going to sense it. A lot of people are just going to feel it. There's a lot of different and unique ways that people are going to experience the event. What I find interesting about the event is the fact that there are so many perspectives on it, but it's more or less along the same theme. Now, it also ties in a lot with what the book of Revelations calls the new heaven and the new earth, as many Christians might be aware of that. Dolores Cannon also wrote a book about it, The New Earth and the 3 Waves of Volunteers, and it does seem to have some kind of correlation that this event is a precursor to that. And for more information, you need to go get into that. Also, to get into understanding why people in hypnosis can potentially sense things that are coming in the future. There's a lot of metaphysical concepts and theories that speak to that. I'm not going to cover that in this video. I just trust you to do your own homework, but what I do want to share in this video is what I found in my sessions and what my clients have said. So without further ado, I'm going to get straight into that. I am basically just going to read through the scripts that I've typed out. It is just a little bit too much editing to try and go and find everyone's sections in their sessions, and cutting and pasting and editing would be a nightmare, because it was a little, some sessions it was sort of spoken of all over in their own sessions. Other sessions it was a targeted conversation, and then obviously there's the sound quality and things that doesn't necessarily give a clear view, so I'm hoping to give it myself here and get the message across in that way. But for what it's worth, I do hope that you enjoy this this video and that you get some insights out of it. Enjoy.
Practitioner. So what is coming? Subject. Your money system is going to collapse. There will be no government. No one is going to run countries no more. People are going to get together and going to run countries themselves together, because you will be enlightened. So what will cause this change? There is a shift coming. You call it something else. The event? We call it the shift. Okay, so the event is coming. And when the event comes and people are enlightened, what you guys are afraid of now, it's not going to be anymore. So don't worry about money. Don't worry about in case, because money is not going to be a thing anymore. We will not have money in the future. Money will not be the commodity of the new generation. What's coming? Money won't even feature. There is another commodity coming. What will that commodity be? Gifts. You are all going to have gifts. Spiritual gifts, physical gifts, mental gifts. You are going to have different gifts. And you're going to use those gifts with one another to get what you need. You're going to now start processing gifts as opposed to money. There is not going to be such a thing as greed no more, and no one is better than anyone. You're all on the same process. The event will make people aware. The event will happen soon. When it happens, there are going to be a lot of people that are lost, and you are going to put structure and help them in a structured way to accept and to move on. How will the shift happen? What will it feel like? It is an energy shift, so it's going to be, I don't know how to explain it, because I'm not in your form. I'm trying to think how client will feel so that I can try and explain it through client. It's going to be, everyone is going to be enlightened at the same time. So you're going to feel an energy pulsate through your body. Some people say you're going to see it, but you're going to see energy because it is energy. So there is an energy pulsating through the whole of the earth. People, animals, plants, trees, you name it. Everything is going to feel this vibration pulsate through the whole of the earth. Even the center of the earth will feel it. So everything is going to be affected by this vibration or this shift. And then, because you're experiencing the shift, and humans, I don't know why, humans normally pull to fear because they're afraid of the unknown. That is where your work comes in, and that is where your client's work comes in. It is going to happen soon. How you're going to feel, you're going to know like you know like you know, and you're going to be like you're always meant to be. Any shutters you have on or any scales on your eyes will be lifted for everyone, and then you're going to know what you know what you know. You did say we will be as we are meant to be. Can you please clarify this more? Will people be more enlightened? Subject laughs, but answers in a soft whisper again. You use the word enlightened. You will look in a dictionary, and you will actually go and read what enlightenment really means. To understand fully, to grasp fully that perception. Enlightenment is not even a pinprick of what is really happening. So even if I say you're going to be awakened, awakened is not fully what you're going to be. How do I explain this to you? You're going to be all-knowing, all-seeing, all-experiencing. You're going to vibrate at vibrations that you have not even conceived yet, and it is just going to emanate from you. And because it emanates from you, you are going to draw people who need you. I don't know how else to explain it to you so you can see it for what it is. What is happening is a beautiful thing. You will know what I've tried to say when you experience it. There are many of us who are very excited about this event. Tell them to be patient. Our timelines are not your timelines. Remember, you come back in different forms and to be different beings when you leave this place. So even if our time is not in your lifetime, it is still happening. It is happening and already happening. The shift that is coming straight from Source, and it is going to pulsate the love. I've heard that the shift will get rid of negative energy, beings and entities and fear. Is that true? Subject, long pause, and deep sigh and soft whisper. That is a difficult question because we have yin and yang now, and you can't have one without the other. That is the best I can explain it to you. Yes, the pulsating is going to be pure love. Yes, it is going to bring a lot of people into a new vibration, and yet you will need balance. So you can't get rid of the other side completely. It will never be gone. In another session, I had a lady whose higher self answered pretty much along the same lines as the first session that we've just listened to now. However, her higher self was not as chatty as the one we've just listened to. Here is what we discussed in her session. Will it be reaching us soon? It all depends how you perceive it. Nobody will get away from it. You will all feel it. Every single one of us, everyone on the planet, every living being. This will change everything. How will it change everything? It will open people's eyes up to the oneness, in a sense that we are all one. We are all one, and we are all responsible for the person that is next to us. So it will be a beneficial event. And this energy wave, where is it coming from? From above. From source? Yes. It will look like blues and pinks in the sky, but everyone will feel it physically. Will it be painful at all? No. Will everyone see the energy? No, not everyone. Will the client see it when the energy comes? She will feel it. Will this event happen soon? It depends on how you see soon. It will be within a year. I have heard that it would change the way systems work around the world. Is that correct? That is correct. It will break down all the old systems, financial systems, systems of government, systems of the patriarchy, religious systems. Nothing will be the same. What is the reason for this wave of energy that will hit? We need to ascend our earth higher. It's part of evolution. So is this a natural event? In a matter of speaking, yes. I now have another client who came through and asked to discuss the event in her session. Here is what she had to say when we spoke about the event. A cloud. It's going to be very frightening for those people who don't know. It's like waves that are coming through. It is powerful. Critical point. We are now there, but when we get there, we will release it and you can see it. It will be like a wave of energy, like a tsunami or a wave of energy, and people can choose. They can choose to be oblivious or leave and die, or they can choose to accept, and it will be a soul's choice. So what will client do when the event happens? She will just know. People will know something is going on, but they won't know what is happening. The ones who don't know about what is going on will be fearful because they won't feel in control. I then spoke to another client who came for a session. Her higher self put a completely different perspective on it, and I do feel it is important to share in this video, as it is very valuable in a way that it has got a lot of wisdom for us. I asked her to tell me more about the shift and how it will impact my client specifically. No, she doesn't need to know. It's going to be a different experience for every single one of you. A uniquely different experience for every one of you. It is admirable that you are looking for tangible confirmation of this event and what it will look like. It is a way for you to bond and connect. And go ahead, we won't stop you. You won't lose anything. But you, same with you, Tony, you know how dangerous it is for your clients to lie here and have an expectation of what they will see, because what transpires is way beyond what they could imagine with their mind before they come and lie down here. Use that, Tony, as the context for the event, that you will know in the moment what is needed and what is happening. And of course, yes, there is value in enticing people into it, because people need to plan, to give permission, to let go and step into these experiences. But Tony, same as these QHHT sessions are unique to every person, and your experience of these sessions is unique every time you see another person. In that way, the event will be deeply personal. I now have another session with another lady who spoke about the event during her session. Here's what she had to say. Is client here on earth to help with the event? Oh, definitely. Her body is ready. For what is her body ready? The future, the event. What will she be doing when the event occurs? Will it occur shortly in the future? It is sooner than people can even imagine. You see, people do not realize the power of energy, and the energy on this planet is ascending much faster than anyone ever could predict. And it can't be stopped. It's momentum. So we are beyond that critical point? Yes, we can't go back. No, never. So tell me more about the shift. What will client be doing at the time of the shift? She will be ready. It is not going to be a surprise. People who are working on it, those people will know. They will not be scared. It will be like at the beginning of a race, excitement. It's almost like, and this is meant in a positive way, but like when you have your battle armor on and you're getting ready to go. What will happen to her when the event occurs? It will be perfection. Some people may want to go back to help others, but it is a free will. I then had another client who came through. His higher self was deeply metaphysical in a lot of ways, but here's what he explained during his session. The event will reveal a lot. Well, tell me more about the event, if it is appropriate. Yes and no. Yes, we want the information to hold on to something, to find motivation, to keep going, but at the same time, the information sets false expectations. You just need to believe and trust that it has happened already. So it has happened? Yes, it has already happened. And what will it look like when he sees it? He will have a knowing. What will his role be when it happens? We cannot say right now. So if you say it has it happened on an energetic level and we are waiting for physical manifestation here? Can you explain that? I'm just a bit confused by this. The event has happened. As energy pulses, there is always a push in front of the energy. That is why you can feel it a few days before and a few days after. That is why it has already happened. So in a manner of speaking, you're already feeling the waves of the event. Oh, so in a way, it is like a pulse. Yes, the waves are still coming, but it has happened. Everyone wants to know how soon is soon, but understand that it is not about time, that this is about understanding that there are many facets, many views, many perceptions, dimensions, realities involved in this event, and physical is part of it all. In another session with a lady, we met each other on a Facebook group called The Event is Happening. I asked in her session if there is anything about the event that her higher self would like to share with us during her session. Her higher self answered and said the following: tell people they can start smiling and start relaxing. It will happen. What will it be like for client when it happens? She will experience it with immense joy, and that joy will shine through to the people around her and fill them up and remove their fears so that they also experience the event as a moment of joy. What will the event look like? What is it actually going to be? It will be different for everybody. Each soul is on a different place and looks through a different window and the filters of the world events through their own experiences. So each one will experience it individually, and it will be as it was meant for each one. Will client see it or feel it when it happens? Both. She will see pink light. Energetically, it will be experienced more than outside in the sky. It will be an internal experience. And because you're internally changed, it will change the way you look at the outside, and therefore you will see light, but actually you're experiencing it on the inside. And if you're not open to the change, then what you perceive will be something completely different. What is the cause for the event? Why is it going to happen? Earth is moving in a place in the universe where it has to undergo changes, and the change will depend on the vibration. If the vibration is positive, it will be a positive change. If the vibration is negative, it will be a negative change. It all is determined by the internal vibration. So the event for nobody will be the same because nobody has the exact same vibration. Is it possible to give some indication as to when this will happen? Everyone is asking, and time is irrelevant. Soon from our perspective? Humans and their answers.
So there you have it. If I can give some recommendations after reviewing this, I find that many people, after finding out about the event, or people that are aware of it already, kind of go into a slumber mode. What I mean by slumber mode, it's kind of like when people hear about the rapture and they sell all their belongings and they go sit on a hill and they're waiting for it to happen, and nothing happens. Same as with 2012, a lot of people kind of went into this, we're waiting for 2012 to happen, and then when they get there, nothing happened, and they just sort of carried on. So if I can give a bit of advice or recommendations, or at least my opinion about it, it would be to not sort of put life on hold. I think we should live our lives to the fullest, and the event will happen when it happens. There's no clear time frame for it, there's no clear date for it. We do have some people that have indicated that certain time frames in September and October and November of 2018 are big dates. There are also people that indicate that March, April and May of 2018 were also big dates for the event. That's sort of helping us, preparing us for this. My advice would be to just take it with your discretion, live your life to the fullest. Just know that whatever happens will happen. It is not necessarily important for you to get caught up about it, but for what it's worth, just carry on and get excited about it. It is very exciting, but by all means, do not put your life on hold for this event. It's not worth that level of effort. So with that said, I would just like to encourage you guys, if you are interested in booking a session with me, to please get a hold of me. My contact details are in the description below and at the end of the video. I would also appreciate a like and a subscribe to my channel, then that way you can keep up to date with more interesting topics that I find and share about my sessions that I do have. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon.